For this project, I want to make a drawing of this Pilgrim Boy. And if you just follow along step by step, it should turn out just fine. They would mostly have worn black or brown or blue. Those would be the best color choices for this picture. Alright, your picture, or your paper rather, needs to be in the portrait direction. And we're going to start by drawing the nose. And we're going to draw it right here on the paper, and it looks like an upside down question mark. Just like that. Then we go straight over from the top of that, and we put two lines like this for the bottoms of the eyes. We're drawing these two pieces right here. Now we do rainbow 1 and rainbow shape 2 for each eye. Rainbow shape 1, rainbow shape 2. You can go ahead and shade those in. And add some eyelashes. Add some eyebrows. Now we're going to go back to the nose, and we're going to drop down just a little bit. And I'm going to put a dot there. Now it's a dot that's going to get erased, so don't make that real dark. I'm just going to put a small dot right there. I'm not even sure you can see that. Yeah, if I get in close, you can. Okay, now we're going to draw the mouth just like this, and we're using that dot to kind of help us get the spacing right. So we just put this curved line just like that. If you go through the dot, fine. If you miss the dot, just erase it. It's just a mark that we use to help us get things in the right place, which is very important in drawing. I'm going to put two circles so I can put a little color on his cheeks. And we mostly have this. Next, we're going to get the shape of the face. Alright, go above the eyebrows and slide over. And it's hard to describe where to put this dot, so just watch and let your eyes tell you what to do. So we can see that it is above the eyebrows, and it is out past everything else we drew. And we're going to go big curve line like that. So watch me do it, watch me, watch me, watch me, and then you can do it. Just make it round. Sometimes I go back and make another little curve line there for the chin. You don't really have to do that. I'm going to darken that so it's easier to see. And you can just continue that line. You don't have to make that chin separate like that. Now these two dots need to be pretty much straight across from each other, because we're going to put the top of the hat. So, but we're going to start over here. So I'm going to put a couple more dots. I'll bring this up where you can see it. just out there, and we're just going to go across. It's almost straight. I'm going to turn my paper. It's a little more comfortable if I do it this way. And I'm not sure I'm going to hit the dot because I'm more concerned about the line than I am about the dots. Those just help me get things in the right place. Sometimes I hit them and sometimes I don't. Okay, now from there we're going to slant back up. But I'll give you just a moment to check your work to see if you've got what you need to this point. I think we'll go ahead and put the ears on while we're at it. I just line up the top of the ears with the eyebrows pretty much and just curve them down. These are simplified, they're not realistic ears, but they'll work. Now for that hat, put your finger above this dot right here. It's just like we're going to continue that line, but we don't make the line, we just jump and make a dot. Put your finger above this line, jump over it, and put a dot. That should be 1 finger wide above right here, and then we're going to put slanted lines. It's going to go dot to dot. We're just going to go from there to there, and from there to there. And once again, I'm going to connect these lines. I'm just going to stretch that out. It's got a little bit of a curve in it. And we just drew this part of the hat. Now it'll look better as soon as we get some hair drawn in here, so I'm going to go ahead and draw the hair. It just comes out from under the edge of that hat like this. And if you want to do it different, I mean, that's fine. This works pretty well. I'm going to bring the hair on down below the ear. Well, below both of them actually. And it should be something like this. Now this takes a little bit of time. But the hair doesn't have to be perfect. It can just kind of be, well, like you see here, just streaked in. And I just keep going until it kind of fills in and gets a little bit dark. Now, I didn't take the hair all the way out to those, to the ends of those lines. Alright, now I'm just going to bring this back. It's just I'm going to bend this line back, and I'm just going to bend that one back. And we just made this. And I'll give you a minute to check your work and to get caught up. And if you're completely finished and you're just waiting, then sorry about that. We'll get going here again in a minute. I don't want to go too fast because I want you to get it right. Alright, now we're going to move in just a little bit and put a dot, and we're going to do it on both sides. Just like that. 2 dots. And then we're going to jump up 2 fingers above the dot we just made. Here's 1, 2. I'm just jumping over my fingernails like that. Same thing over here. Jumping over my fingernails. 1, 2, like that. So it kind of looks like a rectangle, but we're going to slant these corners like this. Like that. And that's going to make the top of the hat. Now I'm just going to stretch a line across there. And that's what we've got. I'm going to put a square right here. And then I'm going to stretch out a couple of lines for this decorative element on the hat. Now the neck is made with 2 lines just like that. And then under the neck I put this really big X. And just let your eyes tell you what to do. It's easier to draw it if you just think about what you see. I explain it to try to help, but really the secret to drawing is just studying the picture when you're drawing something like this anyway. And we're going to get the shoulders, and those are just 2 lines. If you come straight out and then drop down, it'll be right. So I'm going to go straight out with my finger, and I'm just going to drop down a little bit. I'm going to put the dot right below my finger. I'm going to go straight out, and I'm going to put the dot below my finger. Now the shoulders may be a little longer or a little shorter, but that helps me get the direction. They need to slant just a little bit. Downhill, not a lot, just a little bit. I'm going to stretch those on out a little bit because I want these to come out beyond the width of the head. See, the head is this wide. I want these to be out beyond it. Alright, now for the body, I'm just going to slant this way. Not too much now, not too much. If you slant too much, he's going to get really, really, really deformed. Let's just slant a little bit. Like that. Now I want to move in a little bit and slant like that again. And then I'm going to stretch that out to meet that X. I'm going to come back in a little bit off this shoulder. And I want to bring another line just like that. And then I want to stretch it out that way. I'll put a loop-de-loop there and a loop-de-loop there. Now for the arms, we just go this way, kind of looks like big triangles. But it takes 2 lines to make the arms, so I'm going to skip over here, and I'm going to follow this line. It's as if I'm drawing that line again, just like this. You can watch what I do. Watch. They're going to go side by side, which is parallel, side by side in the same direction. And now we have arms. And he's wearing a vest. Coming straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. And then I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. And then I'm going to put an X over the middle. Just like that. I'm going to drop down and put 4 dots. And an X like that. Now, I don't have room to completely do another one, so I'll just kind of start it and let it run off the paper, and that'll be fine. Alright, and that is it. It is ready for color. Well, a couple things. Let's drop those 2 lines down like that, and it's ready for color. Now, leave the collars white, leave the arms white. Actually, I've colored them a little bit gray in here, but they look better white, really. The clothing can be black, brown, or blue. And if you use blue, then whatever blue you use for the clothing, you'll need to use a different blue for the sky. But really, this don't even have to be a sky. It can just be a backdrop. It just can be a background. It can be light yellow, yellow green. It can be any really, really light color, and it should work just fine. Alright, I'm going to leave this up so you can see the colors. And when you color, take your time, color neatly, don't color big, color little. You have more control if you just do a little bit at a time. Watch out for the white streaks. I'm going to play you some music while you color, and I hope that was fun.